T-pose in the background. T-pose in the
T-pose
background.
in the background. Welcome to my Eternity Isle showcase here with Mrs. Infiniteering. You like the
Hello.
T-poses?
It made me laugh. I never noticed it before.
They are T-poses. It's still kind of weird they haven't fixed that. Remember Eric used to do that and they kind of fixed it. I think he T-posed. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody T-posed. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Eric. All right, Eternity Isle, Ancient's Landing. I wanted to maintain the docks. I wanted to maintain that ancient vibe and feel. So
feels like Jurassic Park.
It's very awesome over here. I used some of this Remy
Wrought
fencing,
iron fence.
the wrought iron fence that you get through Remy's quests when you do his DoorDash quests. So the story here is that the first settlers came to the island, and basically when the rift happened, via the rift in time, it brought all kinds of different Disney characters to the island as well. So you'll see a little mixture of like the ancient vibe meets like settlement slash Scrooge coming in and selling goods to everybody slash
colonialism.
colonialism, right. So over here we have this nice little walkway with the rocks, and you'll see I wanted to make it almost look like a train station or like, you know, a zoo type of thing with different plants and nice fencing and stuff. Over here we have a little water area, and you can see that the Ancient's Landing power source is through this, and this all ties in. So you can get some snacks, and this is how they power up everything in Eternity Isle. Over here we have Goofy's stall, and we also have some frozen pillars and a minecart, and that leads up to the next area. But at first I want to show you over here. So when you come across here, one of the very first things I built was this restaurant. I absolutely love this build, and I have to give a big shout out to Chazelle Renee, or Chazelle Renee. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. She posted this on Reddit, and this was the first thing I ever built over here, which is this outdoor.
Yes, you're very excited about this outdoor sushi restaurant.
It is amazing, and props to her for coming up with such an amazing build. I had to copy it, and it also fits with my, you know, kind of Asian-inspired theme going on over here. I really love this area. So this is the bridge that leads out.
Got Iron Chef going on. I didn't notice the dual octopi.
Yes, and if you've watched my recent video, which was my Dreamlight Valley tour, they actually sent one of these dudes to go make sushi over there. So, you know,
franchising.
We're franchising over here in the valley. Scrooge isn't the only one. So over here you can learn about the first settlers of the island. This is kind of an information hub for Ancient's Landing and Eternity Isle. And then when you come up here, like so many times before it, Scrooge is always making his shop available to the people that live here. So when the Rift in Time happened, what's up Mulan? Mulan's also here. When the Rift in Time happened, the Monsters Inc. characters came to this valley and set up their apartment, which is actually acting as my home in Eternity Isle, as well as a hotel for people to stay at. So when people come to the Isle, they can stay at the hotel. And I used a lot of, you'll see a lot of plants and decorations. I just thought it was a nice clean look along the sides of everything here to have the plants, you know, everywhere.
Gold brick actually looks cool. Like usually it's too much, but I think it looks nice.
Yeah, I like the gold brick. I didn't really use gold brick anywhere in my Dreamlight Valley. So I tried to use things and techniques that I didn't do over there, especially buildings, just to kind of make it feel unique. Yes, your most missed item, or your most desired item, I should say. And of course we have Scrooge's car over here, his big pile of gold. Scrooge is a rich man, must be nice. And entering over here, we have the first building that was ever here in Ancient's Landing. So now it's almost like a museum for Eternity Isle to learn more about this place.
I love the pear trees, by the way, because they look like little tiny birds, and I think it's so cute.
It is. They are very cute, and they're very awesome, and I had to put it as a decoration on both sides because I just thought that looked nice. Over here we have some water with this waterfall. Love that.
I think it's technically a jacuzzi.
It is technically a jacuzzi.
A what?
And over here we have this jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi, like Jack, not jacuzzi like charcuterie.
All right. And over here we have a nice little water spot for you to come and hang out in.
Stone jacuzzi action.
Yes, sir. And then over here, again, I just really like this fencing. It's kind of nice to
it's pretty
decorate
at night
with.
because all the bulbs are lights.
That's true. They do light up. And you'll see these are almost like power fuel canisters for the island, and I'll explain that in a minute. So with this, you can actually have custom rugs that look like water. And I want to give a shout out to Shaems on Reddit. She helped me design some of these, and she actually inspired some of this Eternity Isle rather, with these rugs. So I really like the way these turned out. Over here, this is the lemon clock that was able to power up the canisters that are inserted here, and that is all thanks to Eve. And you can see I have Eve and Wally's statue, and he is praising the rock that came from space, the moon rock. Eve could not get off Eternity Isle until Monsters Inc. helped her via the clock, and now this is all the fuel for her ship when she needs to leave. So we have the fuel around the ship, and up here, I love this part. This is a dual water area with the ancient gods that people worshipped in Eternity Isle before Scrooge and all the Disney characters came. So this is kind of an old relic from earlier times. So I just thought this looked really cool with the benches, with the path, with the water. I just absolutely adore this area.
I love that statue. It's a Mulan statue. It's very cool.
Yes, it's so cool.
Or maybe Mushu.
It's very beautiful. Beast, get out of the water. Your feet are big and wet. Okay, so.
Oh, your favorite part.
This is my favorite part. Probably my best build I've ever done. It's definitely my favorite part of both valleys. This is my train station. So as you can see, don't miss the trolley. We got the train schedule. You can come over here to the clock to make sure you get your ride when you need it. And basically I created this little area. And I was watching a live stream from a YouTuber named Probably Senpai, and he has some really cool builds and some really cool ideas. He had something different, but he had the idea to put a train station here, and that's what inspired my whole train station. So shout out to him. But I absolutely love how this turned out. It reminds me of something you'd see in like New York or at a big park, with all the colors and fencing. And we got the purple and yellow seating right here for my Lakers. I'm a Laker fan. So.
Go Lakers.
And then we have the trolley cart over here that you can hop on and wait for your ride. And yeah, I just loved how this whole entire area came out. On the back side, there is a pathway that's unique that heads into my subway station. So over here, you can see the Ratatouille subway station. So it's decorated nicely, got a lot of the ancient landing and Eternity Isle builds, as well as some wood. Let's get rid of that wood. No one likes wood. They really need to make it so you can turn off spawning of items. That would be great. On this side,
who's living back here? Infiniteer?
So we have Oswald. Now I want to give a shout out to Shaems. I had the idea. She inspired me to make my first, one of my first builds in Eternity Isle. And the cool thing about her was that she actually helped out with a rug idea I had. So this is all her. I wanted like a Hollywood Walk of Fame with the stars. And she came up with this, which I think looks fantastic. So this is the opening of the theater where Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is playing at. So I got the camera. We got, the little clocks. You can grab some popcorn. And if you notice this train station, this collapsed in on itself. So this used to be an old path. You can see the old railroad tracks right here that was redesigned. And on the back side, we have a drive-in theater. So the drive-in theater exists over here.
That's awesome.
So you can watch it from the outside or inside. And then, of course, you know me, I love my little figurines. So I got the Oswald figurine standing over there. And that is my train station. One of my favorite areas I've ever built.
It's very cool.
The next area is my Cars/Radiator Springs area. Now, I love this area. Shaems posted this on Reddit. I reached out to her. We all became friends because we all play Dreamlight Valley, and she was really nice in...
She posted those rugs.
She posted these rugs and the beginning of this build, and I knew I wanted to do this because when I saw what she had started, I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So shout out to her for being so awesome and a great community member and allowing me to take her rugs via Daisy's Boutique and kind of make this build and turn it into, my own take on what she first started designing. So right here we have Daisy's house, and she actually has a nail salon going on, so you can come out here, get a little mani-pedi. Got 3 stations, get your hair did. She has she has her little cash register right there, as well as a suggestion box for people to come and leave feedback on how their hair's looking these days, how they're feeling. We have the V8 gas station and cafe. So you walk through here, you'll notice all kinds of cars. We have Vanellope's car. We have, I think that's Minnie's car, Oswald's car, the car's bed car, which I love with the
Lightning
trophy right here.
McQueen.
Yep, Lightning McQueen. I love that. So you have a little mini Lightning McQueen with his trophy.
The piston cup.
Mm-hmm. And then coming over here, we have the V8 Cafe. So you can come in here into Flo's Cafe and eat. And then when you come across here, we have the fire department, the fire station, the Toontown. I really was struggling to find a place where to put Daisy's house. It is kind of an awkward building. It doesn't quite fit the Toontown vibes, but it worked out over here perfectly with the colors and this specifically. So have the fire truck right here. And yeah, the Toontown. We have another Tower of Terror hotel. And continuing on down the road, you'll see that you can get the goods delivered and buy some vegetables, some produce on the backside here. And they also deliver to Flo's Cafe. So this comes from Dreamlight Valley. So, you know, grandma's busy. Grandma's house is busy protecting, you know, building and protecting her business. Over here, got some balloons, got some stations to get some food, and this is the entrance to my Disneyland. But before we go through there, I also want to show you the backside right here. We have this Mickey and Minnie statue. I tried to not use too many items that I use in Dreamlight Valley. So a lot of the buildings are different here, but there are a couple crossovers. Up here, this is where things start to get really fun. This is where I wanted to build my Alice in Wonderland inspired area. So the Curious Labyrinth is up here, and when you walk forward, you'll see, just from the movie, the potions and the cookies, and you can decide which one you want to drink because we are in a little Wonderland maze. Got the caterpillar over here, keep coming around here. We got the balloons, and I just love this so much, and it's very funny. I don't know why these aren't on, but we can turn them on real quick. Get these fountains on for the full effect, and if you'll notice, the plants actually squirt water up. So
Use the fountain tiles again so you can go under lots of different
they
stuff.
can. The fountain tiles are very versatile. You can get creative with them. Over here is the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and yes, there is a lot of food
You
on this
baked each
table.
and every one of those items.
I did. I baked each and every one of those items, so you can get tea. You can name it. This is what you like to do. You like to bake and eat.
You got cheesecake, you got PB&J's, cookies, you got some cherry tarts, strawberry shortcake, Aurora's cake, a lot of stuff.
I think you would probably eat everything on that table.
Yeah, probably. I like tea and I like desserts.
It looks good to me. The finish line, so you finish the maze over here. We have some mushrooms on this backside. So it's a mini Alice in Wonderland area, but I really loved how this turned out. And I did want a maze for a while. I just had nowhere to kind of fit it in the Dreamlight Valley. On to our Turning Red area, or it's a Turning Red inspired house.
I think it's the temple that it's from the movie, but she and her mom work at the temple in their community.
Gotcha.
I think that's what that is.
Either way, love this building so much. I love Turning Red, and I just wanted an area inspired by it and have a peaceful area that you can come and kind of hang out.
I love all the magnolia trees or something.
Magnolia trees work so well, and you can
They
see.
might be cherry blossoms. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I think they're cherry
pretty.
blossoms, but you can see the boats in the water. So it's just a very calming, relaxing area. And we also have the crafting table over here. And like I said, you can come and just chill out and check out some of the nature vibes. I love this area so much. I think this just looks so cool. Now for our Disneyland area. So when you came back this way, you have the entrance to Disneyland. So you can see it there. Belle just cut in line. So you have the entrance gates with the balloons. And when you come through here, this is my theme park area. I wanted to continue that so much because I just love Disneyland and Disneyland inspired areas. So you can get Goofy stall right here. You can get some shaved ice. We have some hot cocoa, and we have the confectionery. Get some candy over here. We once again have the partner statue with Walt and Mickey, the trolley that's operating in the other area. And you know, Disneyland likes to sell you stuff. They do have some cool backpacks. So if you're interested in some popcorn buckets, you have a wide selection over here. You can come and grab any of these popcorn buckets that are on sale over here in Eternity Isle. And of course, we have the cash register. And I really like how this part came out with the Bing Bong candy station and his wagon,
Yeah,
and
it looks cool.
you know, using the It's a Small World pillars. I just thought this looked really, really neat. At the end, we have the Ferris wheel that you can get on with some Toy Story decorations. And then we have Chez Remy once again. So he has the ropes, and you can see he has all kinds of food.
Croissant.
He has croissants and all kinds of really, really fun desserts. So when you want to come for a bite in Eternity Isle, this is the place to go. And if you're feeling more of a sweet tooth, we have some caramel apples, some waffles, pretzels, all kinds of good stuff. And there's even a ride that you can ride back here. We have the boat from Steamboat Willie, as well as the well. Over here we have my Aladdin themed area. So the Cave of Wonders is set, so I wanted to build Aladdin themed area around the Cave of Wonders. So we have this custom rug, and I don't know who created this, but I know someone did, and I'll add it in the description below. But I love this rug. Shout out to Shaems for sharing it with me. Absolutely phenomenal design on that rug. We have the hourglass from Aladdin over here. And I have these gates that kind of give it like a theme park vibe. When you walk up to the Cave of Wonders, you can enter it right here, and you can see there's all kinds of treasure and goods on the other side of the Cave of Wonders. So I wanted to make it feel kind of...
Is that Iago back there? Is that a Jafar item?
I think so. Yeah, that's one of Jafar quest items.
I haven't unlocked him yet.
You haven't unlocked him. You need the bird. Over here, we have all kinds of stands. You can get exotic goods. You want a scorpion, cactus, some fruit.
You love the word goods.
Some goods.
Everything's so good.
It's, you know, the goods. It's the goods. So you can buy all kinds of stuff. We have sellers. Tons of items. Disney items, some rugs, some carpets. And same thing over here. I wanted to make this feel like a little bit of a marketplace. And if you'll notice, I have the blue tent here with the blue set, and then back over here I have the red tent with the red tea set. I just wanted to kind of use up both of these items, which I believe were craftable. And right here is the palace. So I have the 2 camels, which should be spitting water over here because I love that effect. I think they're so awesome. There you go. So the palace is where they kind of control all the water here in this area. So you can see it's very rich people-y. It's very rich people-y.
Well, it is a palace.
It is a palace. But this is where they basically let guests come in to see the royal palace, and the gates are open. So you can come on in and check it out. This part will lead back to the Disneyland area. And over here on the back side, we got some seating. You can pick up some scorpions. You want to buy a scorpion?
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
I actually hate those things. I hate a lot of the creatures you have to fish out of here because they're so creepy looking.
You don't like them? Not a fan?
Oh, no.
Over here we have a little table. Some weird stuff's going on. Jafar's up to no good. On the back side, we have this...
Ooh, your little hyenas.
My little hyenas, which I think look good. I like putting them over here. I thought it looked really cool. So I have this little pathway. And I just cleaned up everything. Oh, my. So I just cleaned up everything, but we'll do it again. This basically is an area for more stuff to be bought, and just kind of an in-between and filler area. And down here is a build that was inspired by Ellie Serrain. She has a really cool YouTube channel with designs. I've kind of taken inspiration from her build and made it into my own. This is like the Hercules themed area. Yeah, exactly. So I put these pillars in between and these benches that I think were from Mulan. I know these benches were from Mulan, and added some stuff around here. I really like making these like sub areas with stuff. I am showing you all this before the storybook Veil comes out and before the update comes out where you can rotate items. So I really wanted to get my Valley and Eternity Isle shown before we have more options. There's grapes back here. So tons and tons and tons of agriculture going on, inspired by Greece. Very cool. Love this little area back here.
So pretty. The snowflakes are kind of funny, but I also like it at the same time.
It reminds me of like the clouds from Hercules, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing is with some of the items that you can craft from the time bending stuff, I crafted 2 of these pots which show Hercules fighting, which I think is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So they're on the stands there, and yeah. Moving on to the jungle area. So in my lore, people got rifted here through time. So this is actually where Beast's Castle came down and arrived. So Cogsworth was trying to
I
find
love
Beast.
when you put all those down there. They look cool.
Yeah, Cogsworth was trying to figure out what was going on because all of a sudden he's in this ancient jungle and doesn't know what's happening. The rumor is that there are people looking for Beast because they don't trust him here. So had to make a Beauty and the Beast inspired area over here. You can see we have the rose, we have the tea set. Will you get out of the way? We have the tea set.
So rude.
Trying to give a tour here. We got the private, romantic dinner between Belle and Beast. And on the back side, we have, I love this item. Yes, he's somewhere. He's behind there. He's roaming around. Their pet dog is running around.
Little footstool.
Yep, so the footstool dog. I love that item. So this is kind of like Belle's retreat, kind of hidden area. And you could slide back here, put the fountains. I probably might move this to the new biomes.
Yeah, depending.
In Storybook Vale,
what it
depending.
looks like.
But for now, this got rifted here. Again, I really like the design of having rocks carve out a path. So what I did over here was essentially make a walking path and decorate it around it while still keeping that, jungle vibe and feel. So you can walk either way around this. You have 2 paths to go. Making a big area, kind of splitting it into narrow walkways, I thought was really cool. Then over here is the campground area. So people come to the valley, they want to do some camping, head over to Eternity Isle, because once you sail over
There's
to
your
Eternity
favorite
Isle,
animal.
the capybara, I'm not a fan of capybaras, I'm sorry. They're just giant rats.
They're
and,
cute.
Nah, giant
You're a
rodents.
hater.
Nah, I don't like capybaras. But they're cute, I guess. So this is my little Hobbit-inspired house. Yep, Frodo lives here because he got rifted here, so that why not? And you can see the fireworks that Gandalf brought everybody, as well as some crates. So got that little Lord of the Rings area. And then across from there, this is the camping ground. So you can come over here, cook some stuff, tell some stories, hang out. We got the fire pit. The bonfire is amazing. So you can hang out over here, camp. There's a little heater in the back. This is where people kind of, camp out, have some fun. Chillax. That's when you chill and relax. Up here, this is where the town kind of got built. So I wanted to build a town with some of the buildings that I didn't use from Dreamlight Valley. And this is kind of what I came up with. So the people that helped settle with Scrooge, they're rich, they got a nice house, and it's over here, and they play music. This is kind of their fountain in their area. And then Eternity Isle's bakery lives over here. So you can come over here and get some goods. My favorite word. So get some goods, get some food, and there's a menu. And this just kind of reminds me of bakeries that we go to all the time. And then on the back side over here, some more tables to dine and eat, as well as this is your favorite, all the yummy food that is up here. So
I like all the food design in the game.
Yeah, the food design is really, really cool. So baked all that. Over here we have Rapunzel's tower. And you can see she has her little area, so I had to have the lanterns in the air. See the little Rapunzel figurine, has her little friend painted on there.
Pascal.
And then this is our little village. Yes. Hello, Belle.
I was like, yes, I live here.
We got Goofy's stall over here, as well as this
I love this house. The witch house.
The witch house. So there is, a witch in the valley. She's kind of just keeping an eye on things. I keep calling it the valley, but Eternity
This reminds
Isle.
me a lot of Howl's Moving Castle, if there are any Howl's fans out there. The witch house and the outfit that you got with it.
That's true.
Reminds me of that.
Over here.
The snuggly duckling, because you always want to call it the ugly duckling.
I always want to call it the ugly duckling. It's not ugly. It's the smugly duckling.
Snuggly.
But I love this because it's just this is a really cool item because it elevates off the ground and gives it
has
some...
a large footprint with the hills.
So this lives over here as well as Belle's house. So she's over here. I want to run through the valley, but I'm trying to give you guys a chance to see what I've done.
I like all the autumn colors.
The autumn colors are amazing.
And the marigolds are some of my favorites. I like to put them everywhere. Over
here is Belle's library, and I especially adore this building because my wife is a big reader.
And there's a little free library outside.
Yes, you gave me this idea actually for a free library.
Cute.
And this is one of the Eternity Isle items that you can craft, and it holds books. So you can come over here, chill, read a book, get some tea. I drink a lot of tea, so drinking tea, reading books, always a good time. We have the stepmother's house.
From Cinderella.
Yep, and you can see we have the Cinderella figurine over here. The pumpkin carriage with some pumpkins, as well as Gaston's house. And you can see his little figurines there working out, pumping iron. He's probably wanting to be like the Prince Eric of Eternity Isle, but it's not. It's just not happening.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Up here is the magic area of the isle, so I decided to place the up house here because it's kind of magical and floats and stuff. I just thought it fit this theme pretty well. He lives here, and you can go on the back side of that, as well as this little area that will get you down right back into the town. Now, down here is a camp because Mulan came to Eternity Isle.
Training camp.
Yes. This training camp is where all the soldiers train to fight, and sometimes they gotta eat. So we have the puppet show, and this is where they come and get entertained and eat and drink food, and yeah, it's awesome. Set those off. Over here, this is where they train, and if you notice, they are actually hunting beasts. They're shooting arrows at beasts because they don't trust beasts, so they got all their weapons ready. Yeah, it is kind of sad, but only if they knew that beasts lived right next door to them. Yeah. We got the sword, we got the training weapons, we got the tents. We have Mulan's house, so this is where Mulan lives, inside this little Mulan-themed area. Over here, we have the general's tent, so you can see the war plans and the battle plans over here. Some more weapons. Crafting station. You know, we got a nice little Mulan themed area, and it's kind of secluded.
It's a lot like the realm in a good way.
Yeah, for sure. Realm. And we got these statues, which I think fit really, really well. All right, for the last area, if you watch my valley tour, you probably remembered Trader Sam's and Amazon Annie coming down. This is my jungle area. So when you first enter over here, we have the Animal Kingdom house, which is brand new. This will teach you about everything in Eternity Isle down here in the jungle, so you can come in there, get some food.
I love the butterfly fountain right there. It looks really good.
Yeah, the butterfly fountain, a really cool item, as well as this light with fireflies flying around. I love that so much. And then on this side, we have this house here, which is like a researcher station. So you'll see all kinds of cool stuff, like a little globe. He has some fruit for sale.
Imported goods.
Imported goods from around the valley. Back here, I got a little fountain. And again, I love using the custom rugs to add more water and kind of decorate. Have the swing tree over there. I just love the way that this turned out.
It's really good.
On this side, we have the hotel. So when people come and want to stay here.
Oswald's trying to check in.
Oswald's trying to check in. Oswald, come hang out over here. I know it's not as cool as Prince Eric's tub, but this is pretty awesome over here. And then this is the backside of this area, which this person has maintained the boats that travel to and from Dreamlight Valley. So when you come across these little boards over here, you'll see down ships. Well, this person actually works on fixing and does all the maintenance on the ships. And I just thought, so many people put this next to Tiana. I thought it fit really well down here in the jungle.
I like this little area a lot. You did a good job. And
then the canoe club. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I wanted like a Jungle Cruise type of area because I love the Jungle Cruise so much at Disneyland. So you'll see a bunch of boxes just like the ride. And again,
there's the backside of water, the eighth wonder of the world.
The backside of water. And actually, that is a magical entrance to Dreamlight Valley. So when they import and export all the stuff from one valley to Eternity Isle, the Amazon Annie will actually go to and from the valley, which is awesome. Got a radio, Trader Sam's, and if you watch my valley tour, you saw that Sam, aka LeFou, was in the valley. Well, he's actually Trader Sam in my world, so that's kind of a fun little thing. And with that, that is my Eternity Isle, right as the fog creeps in and blocks everything out of view.
Oh.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
So overall, I really tried to design Eternity Isle a little bit different than my valley. I really tried to give it more of a natural look with pathways and just utilizing different building techniques and different kind of builds than I have over in the valley. But I was pretty happy with how everything came out. It's definitely a tough place to decorate because the biomes are smaller and we have a lot of items to work with. You have to get creative. So I hope some of this can inspire all of you to maybe decorate, finish up, improve your valleys, improve your Eternity Isles. I absolutely love this game, and I'm super excited to share all this with you, my Disney Dreamlight Valley and now my Eternity Isle.
I will We'll see where we go with the storybook tour someday.
Someday.
Once we learn all of it and
that's
put
true.
it all together.
That's true. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see Mrs. Infiniteering in more videos. We might have to do more dual commentaries if they're lucky.
We'll see. We'll see.
Perhaps. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a
like and subscribe for all the latest Dreamlight Valley news and content.
That was pretty perfect. That was pretty good. All right.